Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Manarino. I'm already starting to chuckle here. It's incredible. It's Tuesday, August 20th, 2019, and would you believe it? Would you be overly shocked to find out that there may still be some trouble in the bond market? I want to show this to you real quick and go over what's going on here. Look at this. You see all the red? What does that tell us? Well, it's pretty simple. Bond yields are dropping across the entire curve. And this is getting the stock market a little bit shaken up. So stocks are under a little bit of pressure right now, which is no surprise to one of you that follow this blog. I explained to you just yesterday we needed to look for an opportunity like this, and that's exactly what it is. Look, the issues with the bond market are monumental, and I cannot overstress that. The debt market, people, you know this if you follow this blog, and I'm going to say it again, it's the biggest bubble in the history of mankind. There's never been anything like it in the history of the world. I mean, there's no other way to put it. And this has reinflated a stock market bubble. This has reinflated a housing bubble. Despite the fact that our economy is in free fall. Look, I want to put a little light on something here. We just found out that U.S. Steel is laying off hundreds of workers, and many other U.S. steel producers are doing the same thing. 1 week ago, and I posted a snapshot of this on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn. So go to one of my social network sites if you don't believe me. And I want to talk about that in a second too. President Trump 1 week ago said the U.S. steel industry was thriving. This is a complete and utter falsehood. And it's a shame, honestly, that the president is pinning every hope he has on this economy, which is in free fall. Look this up for yourself, and if you want to make it easy, go to my Facebook page, go to Twitter. U.S. manufacturing and industrial production is near a 1-decade low. Look, again, the lies are so extreme, but understanding the environment we are in is critical, so we can make educated, real choices where we know where to put our cash to work. It's that simple. And that's why I must pay attention to the political landscape. It's critical for me. And people say, oh, Greg, why are you mentioning the president again? Because he's playing the game. And he's playing it with the Fed. So we know what they're going to do. Now let's go back to the yield curve. So we understand how this played out last week. It's unbelievable. I mean, the president calling the same 6 banks that run the Fed, the rumor that was floated out about more Fed stimulus. Believe me, this rumor is real. And the president just said again, more QE is coming, or more stimulus. No, actually, he used QE. They're not using those exact terms on the financial channels. They're calling it stimulus, but the president actually is saying QE, quantitative easing. We must take his word for it, okay? Because it is coming. This is a direct plan between the president, the White House, and the Federal Reserve to keep this propped up. So although, and I just showed you the entire yield curve right now, yields are dropping. It's getting the market, a little rattled. How many of you are catching this? And I love it, I have to tell you, because the truth must be told. The financial channels are kind of making fun of Peter Navarro with regard to him saying that the yield curve did not invert. Some people are actually making him the butt end of a joke, and he is the butt end of a joke. The yield curve did invert, and we're going there again. It's just a matter of time, because right now a lot of effort is going to go into keeping the yield curve from again inverting, because Navarro will look like an ass for the second time. He is an ass, and unfortunately the president is listening to an ass with regard to his monetary policies, calling for steep cuts to the federal funds rate, which will not work. It does not matter how much the Fed cuts. It's about confidence. Like I explained to you, confidence gets injected into the market when the market realizes that the Fed is going to backstop it. Now, this is going to run out of steam at one point. Who knows when? The president definitely wants to keep this going throughout the election campaign so he can continue. Believe me, this is what it is. It's a lie. 1 week ago, the president said it. Again, don't take my word for it. I posted it all over my social networks. U.S. steel industry is booming. We're thriving. Meanwhile, we're getting layoffs across the board. Meanwhile, manufacturing industrial production at near a 10-year low. You can't make this stuff up. But you see, the powers that be think you're too stupid to go look it up for yourself. You know what? That brings me to a point. Yesterday, I really want you to focus on what I'm going to tell you because I find this very upsetting, at least to me. I tried to bring all of you the facts, verifiable facts. Okay, you can look it up for yourself, and I always tell people to do it. So yesterday, I explained that the president had said, the president made this comment that we're all rich, the consumers are rich. All right. Well, I got hammered for that. People are saying that I'm spreading fake news. The president never said that. Well, I posted video proof of that, again, on Facebook, on Twitter, on all my social networks. So for those of you who wrote to me and said that I'm misrepresenting the facts, well, maybe it's you who are misrepresenting the facts. Honestly, please never take a word for a thing I say. Look at, there's a thing, it's called Google. There's other search engines as well. You choose the one you like. Say, Greg said this. I want to see if it's true. And just put it in. And see if it comes up. See where it's being reported. All right? Because, again, I think this is part of the twisted group out there that cannot hear that maybe things aren't as good as they believe they are. So I'm not spreading anything fake out here, people. And please verify everything that I say. It's just laughable to me. All right, so anyway, let's sum this all up. As I am doing this video blog, and this can change, stocks are under a little bit of pressure, no surprise to you. If you follow this blog, I explained to you yesterday that we should look forward to this, And I explained to you why in the video I did yesterday, so if you haven't seen it, watch it. Yield curve under pressure right now again. Let's see how Peter Navarro spins this one the next time the yield curve inverts, because it's going to. What an imbecile. He thinks you're an imbecile, and that's just not true. We have U.S. manufacturing, industrial production literally falling off of a cliff. We're in free fall, our economy, but the market must be propped up to keep the mask on. But remember, it's what lies behind the mask that you and I are focused on. And I can promise you that mask is going to come off. And when it does, the hideousness that will be revealed underneath it is going to be more than most people can handle. All right, with that said, I really do love all of you. Please share this video, get it out there, and make it a point of yours today to call out anybody. Even me, if I say something that you can verify is wrong, call me out too if I'm spreading anything that's just not true. But if you happen to see a couple of YouTube blogs, for example, that are actually trying to program you and make you believe things that are absolutely false, and you know them to be false, and you can prove them to be false, call them out as well. I'm asking you to do these things. Call me out and call them out too. If anybody is spreading fake information, because this is not what I'm about at all. You know that. I make sure that everything I put out is verifiable, and that's why I ask you to do it all the time. I really do love you again. I'm going to let you go. Please share the video. See you later.